Okay, so first up I'm taking the Be Perfect Golden Hour Glow Matte Effect False Tan and just applying this all over my upper half because you guys know I love to be super tanned and I cannot stand myself whenever I'm pale. I love being tanned. And then I'm also taking this other Be Perfect product, and this is also just to kind of give my shoulders and my collarbones a little bit of a glow as well. They actually have that tan that I use in like an illuminating version, but I completely entirely forgot until I used this, and I was like, shit, I could have just used the other version of that tan to give myself a glow, you know what I mean? So then I'm taking my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base and just applying this all over my face just before I do my foundation stuff. And then I'm also taking this Pink Honey Glue Eyebrow Gel, and this is so good. I'm literally obsessed with it. I've never tried any of that kind of like soap brow kind of trend before, and I recently purchased this off a girl. I think it's actually a girl on my Instagram. She's a makeup artist and she's so good, and she started up her own little business doing these little eyebrow gels, and you should definitely go support her because they're doing so well and they're literally flying off the shelves. They're literally amazing. But look how amazing and like laminated and fluffy this makes my eyebrows look. And then I'm taking my two all-time favourite foundations, the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation and the Maybelline Superstay, and just mixing those two shades together, and I'm using my Kira Daily makeup sponge to apply this, and I haven't used a sponge in so long, and I'm actually obsessed with using a sponge like on myself. I wouldn't really use sponges on my clients, but I like to use them on myself, and I'm obsessed. I think it gives more of like a more natural kind of finish, even though I've used like a lot of product here. It doesn't look natural in the slightest, but I love sponges and I like them on myself more so than my clients, like I said. But here I'm just taking this Maybelline Superstay concealer. I'm actually not really a fan of this concealer. I actually tried this whenever I was in America, and because my base was quite full coverage like my foundation, I just thought that this was just quite cakey looking under my eyes. Normally I would use the Revolution concealers and stuff, but this concealer, I'm not really a fan. I feel like it creased quite a bit, but I've only tried it a couple of times, so I will give it another go to see what I actually think of it, because so far I'm kind of like, it's good, but it's like not amazing, you know what I mean? I'm taking the P. Louise eyeshadow base and just putting this all over my eyelids just before I do my eyeshadow today, and then I'm also going to set my under eyes with a little bit of the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Under Eye Setting Powder, and just putting this all around my under eye area. I'm then just taking this Morphe eyebrow pencil, and I'm just using this to kind of darken up my eyebrows hair slightly, just because I did put a little bit of the P. Louise eyeshadow base in them by accident and I kind of lightened them slightly, so I'm just using this to kind of make them like my actual eyebrow hair colour again, you know what I mean? I'm taking my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Island Ting, and it's kind of like a really warm bronzer. I'm kind of using this more so to kind of contour and sculpt my skin, and then I went in with the Iconic Bronze kind of shimmery bronzer to add more of like a glow to my skin, because I do like to be a little bit more dewy. And you'll see here in a second, whenever I first put this on my skin, it looked super dark. This is so intensely pigmented, guys, so you can see here it's very intense, but I did go back in with my powder brush to kind of go over it and tame it down a little bit too. I'm taking the MAC Peaches blusher, and I actually haven't used a product from MAC in literally years, and this wee blusher, oh my god, I love the colour of this. It's so soft and natural, but later on throughout the makeup I actually realised that it was a little bit too peachy for the eye look that I actually used, so I ended up going over with like a more pinky kind of blush later on. I'm then taking the Soph Makeup Revolution highlighting palette, and I'm actually using the fan brush more for this because I don't really like, whenever I do like a more brighter kind of eye, I like to keep my highlight a little bit more simple because I feel like it just looks too much if you put too much highlighter on. So I'm just using a little fan brush to kind of lightly dust a little bit of that highlighter shade just all over kind of just the highest points. And then for my eyeshadow today, I'm using the new Huda Beauty pastel palettes. I actually ended up going for the rose one, and oh my god, it's so pretty, and look at this, so satisfying. So I'm taking that purple shade from the palette and just using a little fluffy brush and putting this right under my outer corner, and I'm just keeping it more on that outer half because I'm going to go in with the more paler kind of pinker colour and use this more in the inner corner of the eye. So you'll see here I'm just kind of using more blending motions to soften those edges, and then I do go in with the pale pink and put this more in the other half of my eye, so more from the inner corner to about halfway across, just till where it meets that purple colour. And again, going in with a good few layers of this because I do want it to be quite noticeable. And then whatever's kind of left on that brush, I'm just kind of winging it out the way to kind of create more of like a cat eye effect with it, because I feel like with these purpley colours you need to kind of wing them out or do something with them, or else it just looks like you have like a sore eye, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of winging it out and just making it a little bit more smoky looking too. Then I'm going in with this gorgeous shimmery colour from the palette. I'm putting this on my brow bone and kind of putting it a little bit through my actual brow hair just for a more kind of like editorial, kind of like different kind of vibe. And then I'm also applying this more on the empty space that I haven't touched yet, more so on the actual lid itself, just about halfway across. And I'm doing a good few layers of this because I do want it to be quite noticeable. And then my lashes today, I'm taking my lashes by Chloe Morton in the style of Clay. Oh my god, they just literally finished off this look. Obviously, if you want to make this look more daytime appropriate, maybe go for more softer lashes, but these ones are definitely not for the faint-hearted. They're gorgeous, they're super long, super fluffy, and I'm totally obsessed. And then I'm just taking that same purple colour and just putting this along my lower lash line just with a wee flat kind of shader brush. And at this point Anthony actually came in just to see if I was nearly finished or not, because he was actually upstairs recording himself shaving his head for his Instagram account because he's a barber, you know what I mean? But yeah, he came in for a little nosy to see what I was up to see how long I would be, but look at his new hair, it's gorgeous. And then for my lips today, I used the Morphe lip liner in the shade Sweet Tea, and then also the Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Anniversary, which is just like a pale nude. And I just done like a little thin layer just on my lips because obviously the eyes are like the main focus of this look. So guys, that's pretty much the final look, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and everything will be linked down below in the description box, so don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. But I love yous all, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!